Welcome back to the GetBetter program. We are in a year where we want to grow. So we are looking into 2Peter for this month as we dive into God's Word to grow spiritually, to get to know the Word more, but also to grow in our characters. So stay tuned as we read the verse for today.
2Peter 3 verse 14. So then, dear friends, since you are looking forward to this, make every effort to be found spotless, blameless, and at peace with Him.
As we live in a world where everything is changing to technology, everything becomes faster. We want to get things done quicker. But with that, people become more impatient because we don't like to struggle. So things get faster. And when the phone just buffers a bit, then we are irritated. Or when we wait in line, we don't want to waste our time while waiting in line. While we wait for Christ's return, we shouldn't just idle. We shouldn't just wait around to be relaxed. So the author is challenging us. Before he gives his last instruction, he talks about make every effort. Try at least, is what he's actually getting at. Is to say before you give up or before you even start to do something, just make every effort. He says that you should at least try your best when you try to do something. The author, Peter, is aware that we struggle. We struggle with sin. We struggle with relationships. We struggle to get out of bed sometimes. We struggle to become better every day. So when he says that make every effort, he doesn't acknowledge or he doesn't say that you are perfect. You need to be perfect. He just says that make every effort. Try harder or try at least to do it to your best ability. This makes me aware that I can just try to do my best when I do something. I can, whenever I do something, my desire shouldn't be to be perfect in it, but to be better. Because if we look into this year with its challenges or with what is expected from us, not to have the pressure of being perfect, but to at least know that I tried. I want to try to be better. The author is also making me aware when he says that make every effort. He makes me want to be cautious. He makes me want to be careful for every step that I take. Not to just get up and to take on the day it is, but to be careful, to be cautious in what I do, what I say, where do I go, which road do I take, and not just to do it on behalf of doing it, but to try and do it better, to actually to think what I say, to be more cautious in that, so that I can be better, become better at it. Or I can, when I start to do something that challenged me, it's to say that, okay, first time I failed, but how can I do it better this time? To think it through. And with growth, that is what it takes. To actually think about your steps, to think about where you're going so that you can become better. We also have a responsibility in becoming better. We cannot have the excuse to say that I am just human, I make mistakes. It's not what we should be, the mindset that we should have. We should always want to grow, to be better. I know that when I see someone struggling to do something, and at least they tried, that made me feel better. But when someone just sits with a blank piece of paper and just say, I cannot do it, that frustrates me more with someone who tried, so that you can see where this person actually went wrong. But because we are so focused on just wanting to give up, we don't focus, or we don't even try. But Peter is challenging us, try at least. Start to think about it. Do your best and you will become better. Because this is in relationships as well. If you're struggling with a certain sin, or you're struggling with a certain behavior, or when someone sees that you are trying, that eases our heart. That eases my heart. Not to think that you want to do everything perfect, but to know that he or she tried her best. And then we want to help you grow from there on. So let this be a year where we think about our steps, and to at least try to make every effort when we need to do something, and not just get up and do something, but to do our best every time we get an opportunity to do something.